Okay, look, I recorded this whole shtick where I was like super excited jumping around, and I am, don't get me wrong, but I couldn't post it because it didn't serve the right tone that I want with this video, and that's what this is. I'm just gonna talk to you guys like live, like, you know, unedited, raw, about this brand new verse, this brand new rap from Sunhye, the leader and main rapper of Young Posse. They just performed Omama 2024, and I know there's already a bunch of people in the comment, but Matt, talk about the new Soyeon. We'll get to Soyeon. That's not this video. I'm going to make a video on that because it's also insane, but this one came first, and I want to, like, you know, I need to give the lesser known, you know, but very talented and establishedly good, the mind-blowing rapper of Sunhye, you know, her time to shine because she deserves it. I'm going to explain why right now. So, I'm going to go through this, run through this with you. I have like 2 different sections. We're going to talk about the flow first because that's my forte. I like flow. But the main part of this video is the lyrics because she self-writes. I'm 99% sure she wrote this, and it is genuinely one of the best lyrically written female raps in K-pop. And I say one of them because obviously Soyeon has some you could argue are better, or you could argue her Mama verse was better, which we'll talk about in another video, like I said. But this verse from Sunhye right here is really, really, really good. I'm not going to play the full thing to try to avoid copyright, but I'll still probably be copyrighted. So hey, if you want to support me, check out the Patreon in the description. But let's dive into this. So 2 really cool things about the flow, and then we'll get into the lyrics. First is this part right here. Right there, that second and third bar, she's rapping a displaced 16th note, basically. I figured out, I learned recently that it's called micro time is the rap term for it. But she's basically, her rhythm of the flow, like her flow is displaced back a 16th note from the downbeat. So essentially it's off beat. But Matt, hater, says, how do you know? Like, she probably just messed up. It's not even like intentional, probably. She's just trying to do a simple thing and messed it. She did it twice. They released the practice video for the Mama Awards, and she did it right here too. She did it twice. She rapped a 16th note displaced twice, and that is not easy. Like, it's not like messing that up so it perfectly becomes the same 16th note displaced twice. Like, it's intentional. If you do it once, it could be an accident. If you're doing it twice, it's intentional because you're not going to mess up like that twice. And she did it in both recordings of this rap that we have. But back to the actual thing, that flow right there, really cool, really complex, really difficult to consistently do. And then you get to this later part. This isn't as impressive, but it's still cool. I like pointing these out. These are sextuplets. Beautifully articulated, and there's some 8th notes that are snuck in there. So you get, and you can't even distinguish it on your first listen because it's so beautifully placed in to make the lyrics work with the flow. Very, very, very well articulated and well done. Beautifully enunciated too, by the way, especially the second one. You can hear every syllable enunciate. Really well done flow-wise. That's the flow. Let's get on to the lyrics because this is the spicy part. I'm not even a lyric guy, but these lyrics are high quality, like really good. Again, self-written by her. I will pull these over here real quick. So here are the lyrics, and I typed them all out for you so you can read it all in the one thing. But it's really, you're not gonna zoom in for me? Fine. There, I made them bigger. So here are the lyrics, and there's like 3 main parts I'm going to split it into. You have this first section up here, you have this second section here, and you have your third section down here. And the coolest part, which we'll get to, is the very end, but it's really cool because all of these, even when you're separating them by parts, they all end up flowing together. Let me explain. So we start off with this first section. Remember the reactions of people? not misspelled, of people when they first saw us. You think that'll work? Frowned by more than half of them. So referencing back to all the controversy that Macaroni Cheese had, remember, like, there were a bunch of fans that were saying, you know, there's inappropriate innuendos for a group that has some minors in it, and that was all the attention. It's like, they're not, like, you know, gonna make it, like, rap-wise. Like, there was, like, a whole bunch of criticism for them just debuting and like doing a hip-hop style of Macaroni Cheese and stuff like that, right? And so she's kind of addressing those people and establishing that that's who she's talking to me. Again, this is coming from somebody, I don't main lyrics, right? I like flows, but these lyrics are too cool for me not to talk about. But now, finally, I'm answering with a straight face. Yeah, I got him. So a year later, here's her response. This is kind of how I interpret that. And then she goes into this. So it's kind of like, you know, setting this up and setting up the rap. And then this is really cool. No need for words. You can tell me where I am, mama. But it's a double meaning because she then transfers this next line. She's like, where I am, because she's at mama. But then she transfers the next line into mama, I made it, even made it to mama. So this is not only a double meaning with the actual event and obviously her mother, but like, you know, mama, I made it, but it then goes back into the event here. And this is really cool because in my head, I know this is probably not an actual thing, but it's kind of like a palindrome in my head, right? You know, like race car. I'll type it down here. It's like race car. If you spell it forwards, it's R-A-C-E-C-A-R. And if you spell it backwards, it's R-A-C-E-C-A-R. Right? Palindrome. Same thing forward and backwards. I kind of see that with it. It's not perfect. It's not exact, but it's still kind of cool. This is Korean, by the way, just to, you know, be completely transparent. This part's in Korean. But mama, I made it, even made it to mama. Mama, I made it, even made it to mama. You have like the two sections. Mama made it with a filler word, even. It's the same thing forward and back. It's kind of cool. I don't know. It's not like a perfect palindrome, like an actual, like, you know, word, but I still like that. It's like this, like, you know, it can be, it's back and forth, the same thing. Mama made it, even made it mama. Mama made it, even made it mama. But it, like, it makes a full sentence. Anyway, but still, I'm not satisfied. I'ma levitate. And that's the connection right here. Because this is technically, I know lyrically, it makes sense with that. You can tell where I am, mama. You can tell where I am, Bama, right? It makes sense lyrically to that bar. You go down to here, it makes sense rhyme scheme with these 4 bars. Mama, I made it, even made it to mama, but still I'm not satisfied. I'ma levitate. Made it, levitate, make it, and hesitate. Those are the rhymes here, and it's like a multi-syllable rhyme, which is also really cool. It's cool. It's multi-syllable rhyme scheme, but this bar right here wraps this first part into this next part with the rhyme scheme. And then she continues on the story of, but still I'm not satisfied. I'ma levitate. Like the clouds, I'll rise high and I'ma make it rain. So she's going to rise like the clouds and then drip in water, pour it all, and I don't hesitate. I don't know. This, like the level of writing is something that we don't see from girl groups. This is like, you know, if this came from a boy group, like you could be like, oh, this is really cool. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's really cool. This is from a girl group rapper. Like, she's doing it, and I'm so happy. And then it comes to this last part where I'll eat it up. Surprisingly, I'm still growing. Tying in this last part about, you know, being a cloud and raining. I'll eat it all up. Surprisingly, I'm still growing like a rain cloud. 8, right? Because she's eating it all up, but she also ate. And then it references ate that in the next bar, which is their last comeback. The little ones cause trouble, young posse, almost like Fast and Furious, kind of like GTA, right? The GTA, you're racing cars. And then ate that, which is their GTA themed last comeback. I don't know. And then in the rearview mirror, they copy Hate My Style, My Vibe, referencing obviously the Fast and Furious racing stuff. But they can't copy this. Tap the mic live, which she is doing live. with all the controversy recently about, oh, idols don't perform live, it's all backing tracks. I am beyond impressed. I am beyond blown away by Sunhye and what she's able to do here. Go check out the full verse if you haven't already. It's really cool. This is genuinely, from what I've heard from the Mama performances, Soyeon and Sunhye have the two best verses, which is really cool to see. It's genuinely so cool to see the girl group sides, like, you know, stepping up and finally, like, you know, like stepping up and like writing their own verses and everything. Like, this is kind of like the future of K-pop girl group rapping, and I'm so happy not only for Young Posse and Sunhye, but just in general girl group rapping. And I really hope that we get to see more of this in the future from Sunhye. And I keep saying that I just want more and more and more. It's like I'm getting spoiled, and I'm so happy with that because it's all live and her delivery is still really impeccable, and it's not like she's just anyway. I just needed to make this video to go over it, kind of unedited, and talk about this with you guys, because I think this is one of the coolest raps from a girl group rapper, besides somebody like Soyeon and maybe a handful of others. Like, this is like top level stuff for a girl group rapper. 100%. Even for boy group rapper, I'd still say this is kind of impressive if Changbin came out and was doing this. 100%. Because, I mean, like, I'm not even like freaking out about the flows, which is what I always freak out over. These flows right here. Right? I'm like, that's not even my main point because the lyrics are so cool. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are Sunhye down in the comments. We've been blessed. I'm so happy that, I don't know, I'm just happy. Glad I got to make this, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you all to my amazing Patreons. I don't have your names up here today. I'm so sorry, but yeah, shout out to everybody there. Couldn't be making the videos without them, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a nice day, everybody. See ya.